back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. If you like the mission, you resonate with the vision, and you find this content useful, please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. Real quick, getting into it, remember the contest. All you gotta do is like and comment what number like you were. 3 random videos for the week selected at the end of the month, May 28th. All of those 9 comments put together and will be one winner, or announcement for multiple winners. Depends on what the community actually says. But anyway, getting right into it. This is something super exciting, and I haven't heard anybody talking about it, and it just came to me today as a strategy that actually each person can adopt, and we don't have to rely on community projects or, like I said here, relying on like all the users getting together and then the YouTubers and promoting it and all that stuff like that. I actually have found a foolproof strategy that has been proven already in other markets and products to sustainably increase the drip price. And I guess the question you should be asking yourself is, how do we increase the price of drip ourselves as someone like me or you watching this video without adding utility like the developers can do, or without the coordinated support like I just mentioned? Well, before I give you that answer, I have to explain the actual validity behind it. So we need to take a look at what ultimately increases price for any product. So if you take a look at any product or any technology or any innovation, anything you buy, what is the number one thing that guarantees that that product is going to have value and continue to appreciate in value? The answer, very simple: adoption, meaning more people want it. Like if you put something out that nobody wants, it has no value. But the minute you put something out that people are interested in, it starts to attract value, and then you have supply and demand from that item. So adoption or adoption curves is, especially in technology, the number one way in which an asset or product gains value. Here's a quote from Geoffrey Moore: "Every truly innovative high-tech product starts out as a fad something with no known market value or purpose, but with great properties that generate a lot of enthusiasm within an in crowd. That's the early market. Then comes a period which the rest of the world watches to see if anything can be made of this. That is the chasm. If in fact something does come out of it, if a value proposition is discovered that can be predictably be delivered to a targetable set of customers at a reasonable price, then a new mainstream market forms, typically with a rapidity that allows its initial leaders to become very, very successful." So this is just a quote of basically what adoption curves are. And the actual definition, or a good way to summarize it, is every new product category and technology has an adoption curve, which is the cumulative rate that population adopts a product, service, or technology over time. This was popularized way back in 1962. And then we're going to take a look. This is what the adoption curve looks like. And we're going to take a look at some things that came in the adoption curve and how they followed that. So you have the early innovators. These are the in crowd, the people that are very familiar. And then you have the early adopters, then the early majority, late majority, then the laggards. All right. So you probably ask yourself, okay, adoption curve. Got it. Great. How quickly people buy things and how quickly it gets to mainstream. Makes sense. What does that got to do with drip? Follow me here. I'm going to explain it to you. All right. So before we get to drip, we got to look at the adoption curve of crypto, because drip is obviously underneath the crypto blockchain. So then we want to look at the king of crypto, which is Bitcoin, right? So the graphic below shows that the internet was one of the fastest innovations in modern history to go from market introduction to popular use in the United States. Compared to electricity, airplane, telephone, and automobile, the internet's adoption curve was much more rapid and steep. Surprisingly, the adoption curve for Bitcoin has been even more impressive. So I talked about this with Raoul Paul, but it's easier to see it here. So you have all sorts of like truly innovative things back in their day. The freaking automobile, the telephone, the airplane, electricity. Like, man, these are amazing technologies. But not everybody wanted it in the beginning. But the TV is like, yo, this is great. I can see people in real time. And then the PC, much more steep, right? Then we get to the internet and mobile phone. Mobile phone has a slight curve in it, kind of slight like the PC, but much more upright and kind of more like the TV. And it hasn't flattened off like TV. So the internet or mobile phone and internet. And internet's almost a vertical line straight up. Now, what's interesting about this, and Raul Paul said that already, is that Bitcoin, and you'll see the next slide, was taking internet and mobile phone and putting them together, because it's basically a mobile bank that can be accessed from your phone, but it uses the internet, satellite, cellular, so that you can actually get access to it. Granted, the people mining it need to have rigs, and they're not being done on cell phones, but these rigs are mobile to a degree. People have uprooted them and put them in other locations. So when we look at the Bitcoin versus the internet got to 130 million users in 1977, and then to get 2005 to 1 billion, it took 7.5 years. Bitcoin has gotten itself adopted got to 130 to 100 million users in 2021, and they are forecasting it will go to, in 4 years, it'll be to 1 billion, and then it'll just be exponential from there. So this is the Bitcoin adoption, which is the king of cryptos. So this just shows you the adoption rate. So remember, value is determined by the adoption rate. Remember, this early adopters down here, early people for Bitcoin down here, it was what? People bought, I think it was, I forgot how many Bitcoin, but they bought pizza with it. Nobody thought it was anything special. It was only the in crowd, the nerds, the people in the know, the innovators, the devs, all that stuff was who got into Bitcoin down here. Then slowly it starts to get adopted, and now it's 67,000 as all-time high. But it started out at fractions of a penny. It was only worth the electricity it took to mine on your regular PC. It wasn't even GPUs at that time. But as more people adopted it, it gained value. So follow me here. I'm going to explain how this works with Drip. I know it seems weird, but this just shows where we are with crypto and specifically with Bitcoin, right? So we're still early. We're still part of the early majority. And if you wanted to take this into DeFi, that would be down here. And if you go into passive income, we might be even down here somewhere, like maybe even here, to be honest, because what Forex is doing is like innovators. So we're like down here. All right. But anyway, so the next question is, so now you know provably that getting people adopted is the way for value to be added. Like that's been proven from all these different technologies, right? So the question you'd be asking yourself then now is, well, how do we get more adoption into specifically our very small platform or space within crypto, within DeFi, within the passive income stream, especially if you're not a YouTuber or writing blogs on Medium or onboarding a bunch of people in real life. Like, let's be real, not every one of us can onboard 1,000 users, right? So you're asking yourself, well, how the hell do I get more adoption? Because I said that this is something every person can do. Well, let's look at one of the best adoption platforms and how it works. YouTube. So YouTube in and of itself is responsible for billions and billions of hours of watch time and people learning things and getting new information out to people, right? So that's where I come in as a YouTuber and anyone else, putting content out there. YouTube is a great adoption rate for people because, as you already saw from PC, internet, and TV, those got adopted very quickly, and YouTube is just a combination of all of those three, especially on smartphones. So we need to look at how YouTube puts out our information, specifically the information about Drip. So in the early 2012, the algorithm basically just started prioritizing content to people that had a higher attention time. So if more people watched it, it just automatically put that video out. It didn't care what your preferences were. Then people started gaming the system, and then they migrated to a new model that allowed people to kind of be more in control of it. And it was it logged duration, like watch time, if you consume the whole thing of a video, and then people made just short 5-minute videos, game the system again. Then eventually they made a lot of modifications, right? So now the algorithm, basically what it does is it first finds a video recommendation for an individual according to their interests. So this is based on things you selected. And then second, it wants to keep them hooked on the platform. So how does it keep them hooked on the platform? It affects the recommended streams and search results that the user is looking for. So how does YouTube determine search results and recommendations for you? Great question. So the factors that influence that are video comments, likes, watch time, and overall engagement. So it's using all of YouTube's algorithms and people watching videos to determine stuff like this. So comments and likes, watch time, and engagement. Then second is the video's title and description, which is when you're putting something in, it determines what it feeds you. So default it will already give you recommendations on this screen based on what you watched and how much time you spent on it and things of that nature. But once you watch a video, then it'll send you an up and coming video, like what it thinks you will watch or what you enjoy. And that's where these really come in, right? Because you didn't type a description. You either clicked video on your home screen or you typed an initial search, and then it uses these to feed you a second search, right? So one powerful thing to note is that ranks videos based on data of their performance analytics. Videos that are trending are on priority. We're going to examine this right here. This is where you come in. So you're still trying to figure out how this ties into Drip and how you can participate, but you might have a clue already. Second, it matches videos based on the user's history and similar content they have watched earlier. So I'm not going to go through the rest of this article because most of it is for YouTube content creators, right? So the bulk that you should pull away from this is YouTube is trying to give you content it thinks you will watch, and if you watch it, it'll give you more of it, and it's focusing on what's trending as well as the engagement on that video. All right, cool. We know a little bit now about the YouTube algorithm, and we know that it feeds stuff to a lot of people. Now, how does your role in that help to get more eyeballs in the Drip? Perfect question. So let's first look at one of the things it mentioned, which is trending, right? So I am going to type in a few terms. We got Splassive Network, just to show you other cryptos within the space. It's got overall quality. This is determining like if you're going to use this keyword, so don't worry about this score. This is what you really want to care about, search volume. So Splassive has almost 40,000 search volume. And then if you combine other keywords, you can get about 60,000 search volume for things related to Splassive. Let's look at Piston token. So just remember that, 60,000 for Splassive. Piston token, we have 47,000, we'll go to 50, plus another 5, 6, so 56,000, almost 60 again. So Splassive and Piston, very similar total search volume, right? Now let's look at EMP Money. That's not directly the same, but it's a kind of passive income stream network kind of thing. EMP Money, you see a little bit higher. So we got 80 plus, let's go with another 10. So you got 90,000 total search volume and related to EMP Money. Next up, Elephant Money. You see where I'm going with this. Elephant Money, we got 244, we'll go 245, plus another 5, 250,000 search volume. So you see that is more than the other three combined. So that's quite a bit of search volume. So people are looking for Elephant Money. That's good. But now let's take a look at Drip Network. Even though Drip Network has been sleeping and we haven't been doing anything with it, Drip Network turned by itself 400,000 plus another 5,000. So it's 400, we'll call it 20,000, 420,000. So almost twice that of Elephant Money. And what does that mean? That means people are looking for this. So it is already, by definition, trending, right? In this kind of passive income stream area in DeFi. Granted, there's a lot of other topics, don't get me wrong. But just within the ones I showed you of these 4 competitors to Drip, Drip would be considered trending. And there's not even been any developments on Drip. Wait till the use case and stuff come out, it'll be trending even more. But what's the point of this video? Well, the point is, how can you as a watcher ensure that it continues to trend? Super simple answer. All you have to do is, if you watch a Drip video or Drip related content, hit the like button. That's it. Hit the like button and watch the video through its entirety. Doesn't matter if it's your subscriber or your person you like getting content from. Each person, if you're watching a Drip video, all you got to do is hit the like button and let the video play through. And then if you click another one, let it play through as well. And hit the like button. So just hitting the like button on Drip related content can get this trending even higher. And what does trending mean? Trending means YouTube is going to push it out to more people. What does pushing it out to more people mean? That means that more people will see it and we have a better opportunity for adoption. It all feeds in on itself. Like, I think this is super smart because it costs everyone absolutely nothing, and each person is responsible for their own action. You don't have to wait for a YouTuber to promote it. You don't have to wait for Forex to make utility with the scratch offs. You don't have to wait for the market to correct. You can literally just like the freaking video. That is it. I'm not even asking you to like mine. I could care less if you like mine. But if you're watching a video, and I'm going to do it now because I watch a lot of other YouTubers' videos, hit the like button. That's it.
hit the like button and try to let it play through. If you don't want to listen to it, put it on 2x, put your phone down, come back to it, and don't click another video if you're not going to watch it, because how much of the video you watch plays into that as well. If you have it on your computer and you actually don't want to send us your video, put it on mute, put it in a different tab, let it play through. Those two things. Like, one, the like is super easy because you can close the video out. That's fine. But if you can let it play through, I know, like, for somebody like me, that's a lot. For some of Forex's AMAs, that's a lot. I know it's a lot to ask. But if it's a drip related video, I'm not even asking about the animal farm, the piggy bank, none of that. Just asking you about drip, because a lot of us are invested in drip, and drip is the backbone. So if you want to support drip and you want to see your personal capital improve, not immediately, this will be a long-term play, because we need adoption. You need people to start searching for it, need them to go, what is this? And it shows up and they get research on it, then they get into it. So this is sustainably, though, the easiest way to do it, because most of the content on drip is coming out on YouTube and people watch YouTube videos. So that's my rant. I think that is, in my opinion, super insightful, smart. I haven't seen anybody else cover anything like this. That is by far the best strategy that any one of us individually can do. And you can help me by telling anyone about this strategy. Put it into the comments when the chat's open back up. Let everybody know and explain it to them. If you want, refer them this video. It's too long. If another YouTuber's watching this, please make a shorter video of this. But express how important liking and finishing a video is in regards to the YouTube algorithm. Do your own research about the algorithm if you don't understand it. But those two things by itself will promote more content here based on your likes and what you've highlighted. And then when you watch one drip video, it will all of a sudden give you another drip video. And if you keep doing that, that trends. And then anyone searching for drip, or cryptocurrency, it starts to feed it into other niches. So YouTube basically says, oh, okay, this is DeFi, passive income. So anyone searching for passive income, it might throw one drip video out there. And then as it gets more adoption and more people like it might throw 5, might throw 6, whatever the pace may be. So just by liking the video and letting it play through, you can do so much for drip in the long run. So hope you guys like this video. And again, leave your comment, all that good stuff. So until next time, guys, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.